This is a video for the SS Brewtech 2V system. This is a 2 EKettle system. Came in 3 boxes, one for each kettle and then one for the controller unit itself. Everything was packed really nice, came well packed, well protected. All the components are easily put together. This is the system put together. The first thing is the SS Brewtech 2V controller. This controller is 30 amp dedicated circuit as required. Should be on GFCI. You can really protect yourself. It has an manual and auto switch that works the boil kettle only. And you have the PIDs for controlling your HLT or boil kettle. And you have 2 accessory switches, usually used for pumps. I have 2 pumps hooked up to this. And then you have the heater button. This basically only works one element at a time. That's what that selector switch is for. And when you fire that, it will fire the element. This is the cord layout. This, like I said, is a 30 amp dedicated line, 220 volt system. It has a cord layout, looks like this. NEMA 6. And it also needs 110 volts to power the pumps. So I have this on a GFCI as well. That's just a normal house out. The selector switch on the side turns the unit on. Everything fires up and lights up very nice. Easy to read layout. The kettles are really nice, stainless steel. They come with all of the ports already welded and drilled. This is a block out that comes with both. They're 1.5" tri-clamp fittings. They also come with the valves, which I have fittings on these, but they have half-inch NPT fittings. The handles are placed front and back. The cord layout, this is proprietary to SS Brewtech. This has a very small cord that does not detach from the element. This turns people off sometimes, but it's very easy to put together. And if you lay out your system close to your control unit, it's actually enough room. I did go and buy an extension cord for the boil kettle on the other side. The element is called a halo element. It's proprietary to SS Brewtech. When you install it, it actually goes in from the inside of the kettle out, and you use a knurled nut on the outside there to tighten that down. And it actually is very good. It doesn't require tools to close that down. The other kettle, this being my boil kettle, same thing. It's basically the same kettle with 2 ports. I did go and purchase a whirlpool valve here for doing my whirlpools in the boil kettle. It's a nice addition. I think that was maybe 30 bucks. The unit works fairly easy. It doesn't take much to figure it out. I'm going to start in my mash water here. I'm going to set this in the automatic mode. So I'm basically setting 172 degrees in the automatic mode. I'm turning the element on here, and it turns red. It's hard to see, but the heating when it's on says it turns red on the button. That'll launch this element, light this up, and get going. And as it goes, it climbs around 1/10 of a degree per second. It's definitely an improvement over propane. I did notice that right away. It is faster. Starting to see it bubble there. So as this reaches, I have my set point at 172 degrees. You'll see that little yellow light click off when it reaches 172. It'll free rise a little bit past there, a couple degrees. And there it goes off. That's nice for setting your temps. mash or strike as you go, and that'll fade off, and then I'll get ready to turn the pumps on and move some of this water into my mash tun. I'm going to select which pump I'm going to use. They have 1 and 2 as your accessory. Opening the valve, and it's going to go with pump 1. This kicks on, and then I'll start filling my mash tun. This mash tun is not an SS Brewtech. This is a Chapman. They sell the infusion mash tun. I believe it's another $300. So after a half an hour of mashing, that came down about 10 degrees. They also give you these silicone mats. These are really nice. They come with the unit. It's not an option. It just comes with it. The surface underneath really doesn't get that hot with those mats. This is me just doing a recirculation of my mash. This is an Irish Red today. I have 2 pumps hooked up to this. Again, it works well. So I'm getting ready to heat up my strike water here. That's heated up. I didn't have far to go because I was already at 160 something degrees. And I'm going to start my sparge water hitting this. I'm going to turn that element off because now I'm going to drain that kettle. You really do not want to have a dry element ever. That's one thing you need to keep track of. The element can be damaged if it runs dry. So I'm filling my boil kettle here. There's also a troop dam in the bottom there. That works really nice, especially when it's time to whirlpool. Keeps a lot of the solids out. So now I'm going to switch over, turn it over to boil kettle, and I'm going to go with the manual selection on this. And this works a little different. You'll see the 2 zeros in the bottom. I'm going to adjust this up, and what this is for percentage of the element working, not the actual temperature. So I obviously want to get to a boil here. I'm going to raise this fairly high. I'm probably going to go up to around 90 on this, and then it'll start to heat up that element and get the boil, and then I can come off of that as I reach a rolling boil. So I'm going to settle around 90. I have a turn of the boil kettle. I'm going to turn the element on, and we're good to go. And that's reaching temperature. I'm going to start lowering that down because I'm rising fairly quick. I can come off of that percentage right there. I'm at 80. I could probably, my boil day could probably, my brew day probably be around 70. And that's about it. A very nice system. I gotta say I'm very happy with it. I had no problems with the system at all, and I thought it was economical at its price. Very nice unit. I recommend it.